the higher step on the ladder, on the golden ladder that you are on, the quicker you'll be able to see it. Sometimes something happens to you and it's 10 years ago, and you say, wow, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have been pushed to do that, and I wouldn't have been pushed to do that or that, and then wow, I gotta call that person up that I cursed and hated and tell them I love them. Because it was amazing. Sometimes it takes 5 years, sometimes 1, sometimes a month, sometimes a week, sometimes a day. And then there's living in the light. Living in the light where you're doing that dance and you're in a desperation to stay in that light. Burning desire to stay in that light. So what happens is when something goes a little bit off and you see it, you can't prevent it, you already know the jewel that it has inside of it. You already know the jewel that it has. So there's no anger or resentment. There's only love and forgiveness. You see how powerful that is? You catch it right as it's happening. You catch it right in the bud, and it begins to bloom and flower in its own beautiful spirit. So there is that time, and if you dance with it, and you practice it, and you live it, and you be it, you will see that something happened that years ago would have shook you, that you would have went into a frenzy, but you're looking at it now through another eye, and you're saying, wow, let's see what the jewel in this is. I can't wait to embrace this gorilla. I can't wait to hug this so-called enemy and make it my friend. That's all it ever is, embracing the dark and seeing the flower and the light and the jewel inside of it. So the dance and the play and the work is to look and self-inquiry to see each step of the way. Because this is the game and this is the class, the life class. And you can accelerate it just by being on top of it, by being vigilant, by having your third eye go inward. And you have to earnestly want to do it. It's not like business as usual. You can't just say, okay, so I'll go to another high thing next month and I'll be high. It's not where it's at. It's wonderful if you own it, if you take it home and it becomes you, and you wake up and say, wow, how was I with my spouse? How was with my family, the next door neighbor? How was I with this person? How am I on the planet on a regular day when I just wake up? Do I look for that? Do I look for compassion? Do I look for forgiveness? Do I look for love? Do I create that? And when you start to live in that place, you won't put that mango down. You will not put that mango down. You will dance, and you will hug, and you will celebrate the life as though you were everyone that you're loving, as though you were everyone that you were touching, as though you were everyone that you said I love you to. I am you. Hi, I love you. And they know, people know, because there are no other people other than you. So they know that you're real and authentic. And when you say I love you, and you say something true, authentic about them, the spirit, whatever you may see about them, they rise and they flush to their cheeks. And you've been part of their blooming, a blooming miracle. You've been the blossom nutrient. That's the highest. When you become the nutrient that has others blossom in your presence. So a teacher or anyone else who does beautiful things, to know that, that's the essence of it. I'll drop some sprinkles of nutrients. I love you. You're perfect the way you are. God loves you, and celebrate your life, and then go. Because I know that you are me. But if I tell you I'm special, no. Then you got me locked up in some religion and some politics and some other weird thing that it's not who I am. I'm not Jewish, I'm not Christian, I'm not Catholic, I'm not a Muslim, I'm none of those things, none of them. I can practice Hinduism, I can practice Judaism, but I'm not that. Once you think you are, that's another cloak, another peel of the onion that you have to take off. And that's a heavy one. But once you do, wow, I got rid of that, I'm free. Thank you, dear God. There's no ceiling anymore. Who wants to live with any kind of ceiling when the sun is out and birds are flying? I look up, I see a ceiling. Well, that's the way it has to be, and we have the ceiling. I don't want to listen to you. I'm sorry. I'm stepping out, and wow, this is the world as I see it, not through your eyes. The you that didn't know who you are. I can't wait till you know who you are. You can join me, and we can both go out. But until then, bye. I love you. Bye. As you step away from the priest or the teacher or the shepherd or whoever it may have been that wanted to lock you in to their particular weakness that they were still going through. And they demanded you be part of it so they'd be comfortable and secure. And you'd be another sheep. Ba, 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 ba. Following another sheep's ass right down the street. Ba, 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 ba. Wow. Black sheep, my beautiful sister. Just talking about black sheep. Don't be a sheep that follows. Amazing human being that just walked in. She's a miracle. Gone beyond the body, beyond the mind, and is beautiful in every way. So, the black sheep, and I'm going to take an extra minute, tell Mark. The black sheep is the one that is being herded by the reverend or whatever it may be. God bless them all. They're all doing the best that they can. But that's the one that says, get back in line. And the black sheep says, I'm trying, but you want to know something? You see that lake? I got to be by that lake. Play my flute or drum or dance under that tree. And whoever's you think is running the show, that they think they're running the show, you'll die, you'll go to hell, you must stay with us, get back in line with those sheep and follow the other sheep's asses. Don't dare to move on your own. We don't do that. We, who's we? We don't do that. What do you mean we don't do that? And they'll have you back in the herd and following you. You'll never, ever, ever, ever know who you are until you do, which will take a long time because you'll have to leave and go through all that stuff. When you recognize that it's okay to be a black sheep, that's a gift that you have. I love you, and I can't follow your dream, your heart. I must follow mine. And that sheep turns out to be the beautiful diamonds, the spirits on the planet who have taken that risk, who have taken that gorgeous programming and put it aside and said, yes, I shall, I have to, I love you. And your mother and father or someone that you love may say, I'll sit in mourning. You're actually leaving our congregation and us and our group. How can you do that? I love you. I love you. I'm going that way now. I'll see you soon. And that's the beginning of being free. So take it with you home. Make some calls. See where you can really implement this kind of thinking and way of being. To call somebody and tell them you love them. And be particular, tell them why you love them. Out of the lessons you learned from them, good or bad, you don't have to tell them. If it was a bad lesson on how not to be, also you can just tell them I love you for teaching me so well. I used your teachings by not being like you, but you don't say that. I just love you, and I thank you. And that's part of the emancipation. That's part of the freedom. I love you, and I thank you. And forgive me, and I forgive you. And in that space, a spirit opens. Your heart begins to show itself the way it really is. Because your heart's this big. But guess what? Your whole world can fit in your heart. The whole world. So that's how big it is. And And when you get in touch, then you're dancing in your heart, and you step out of your heart into the heart, one heart into their heart, which is their heart, and then it's just I'm dancing in the heart. And whoever comes near you and with you goes into that place of dancing in the heart. And when not, that's a teacher for you to hold on to your light and your space. As difficult as it is, if you don't do it one day, come back the next and do it, and do it, and do it, and then you'll just get into that place and people want to know, what's different about you? Did you change your hair color? What did you do? Did you do something different? Did you lose weight? No, yeah, I lost a lot of weight, by the way. I lost a lot of weight. I lost 1,000 pounds of programming. 1,000 pounds that I let go. With love, you can't let go of it any other way. With love, I love you. I compassion, I can see, because I was the caterpillar, I can see where you're at. I'm not going to make you wrong or right, but I'm going to fly around. Be back, I'll see you. I'll come and comfort you and give you a hug. But I can't stay here with you. I love you. I'll see you later. And in that beautiful place, everywhere you go becomes the dance. And your butterfly wings get bigger and sweeter. And everywhere you go is your home and your family. And you become the ultimate human being. A free, gorgeous spirit. And the most important part is that if the whole world does not change, and I always like to conclude that because people, usually the answer is from our parents or aunts or teachers from a long time ago, you're not going to change the world, Happy. Oh, all right, can I try? And you may not. Probably this time around we will, of course. But in case we don't, we have had a beautiful, beautiful life. Our life would have been gorgeous and delicious and sensitive and beautiful in every way.